bringing updates from the U.S. The U.S. city of San Francisco is gearing up for a major diplomatic summit. Global leaders will gather to attend the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum. The 30th APEC Summit may witness a rare meeting between U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Now, according to the White House, meeting with the Chinese president is an important moment to establish U.S.-China future relationship. While the White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said Biden will seek to advance the ball with Xi Jinping on military ties. Biden considers military ties with China as his top agenda item. However, Sullivan declined to provide further details. The meet will be only their second in-person meeting since Biden took office in 2021.
The United States has been ready for that entire period to sustain military-to-military communications because we think it's the only responsible thing to do. Having our two militaries in communication is the way you reduce mistake, you avoid escalation, you manage competition so it doesn't veer into conflict. That to us is an absolutely straightforward factor.
Beijing, on the other hand, says that both Joe Biden and Xi Jinping will be discussing issues of strategic interests and will be engaging in a dialogue on global peace. The relationship between Washington and Beijing has been on a constant decline. Earlier, China was accused of sending spy balloons into the U.S. airspace, which had sparked concerns that important information was being scooped up by China. Later, the U.S. had sent its high-level diplomats to Taiwan, despite China's warning, starting with former U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's trip to Taiwan last year. In response to the visit to Taipei, Beijing launched joint military exercises around the island and suspended and cancelled 8 official military dialogues and cooperation channels with the United States thereafter. The other thing in focus here will be the chip war between U.S. and China. Now, the Biden administration imposed a sweeping ban on China's access to U.S. advanced semiconductors. APEC accounts for about 62% of global GDP and almost half of global trade. APEC operates on the basis of non-binding commitments, and decisions are reached by agreements and deals, which are undertaken on a voluntary basis. San Francisco is showcasing its capacity to host the 30th APEC Summit, and there is visible police presence as fences are being put up for the conference. But along with the summit preparations, protests are equally expected to make headlines. Activists are planning to hold protest marches against abnormal corporate profits, environmental abuses, poor working conditions, and the Israel-Hamas war in downtown San Francisco.
Pueden hacer esto conmigo.